Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace, blessings, and mercy of God be upon you all. Today we have with us Brother Stephen Height. And Brother Stephen Height is a recipient of the Furqaan Project Quran program, where we distribute the Quran for free all over the country. Brother Stephen, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam, my brother.
I have a question for you, and that is, what sparked your initial interest in the religion of Islam?
Well, really, I went to the mosque the very first time to kind of prove to myself that Islam was not a religion of terrorism. That it was not a religion of terrorism. It wasn't, I wanted to believe myself that these were actions of a few radical people that take things way over the extreme. And but I didn't know that for a fact, so I was kind of nervous the first time I walked in. And that was pretty much what sparked my initial interest. What happened next, I guess, would be the finale, I guess you'd say.
Yes, so you decided to join the faith of Islam just recently.
I did.
Okay, now tell us, what would you say the Quran, being able to read it in a language you understand, played in your journey to Islam?
It did. It played a big role in my journey, for the simple fact of the matter is that, you've got a lot of negative propaganda out there. When you have a lot of negative propaganda and you can't understand the Arabic language, it's very easy for you to be like, well, their book says this or their book says that. It's very difficult to do that when you can read it. When you can read it and you can see, no, it doesn't say that either. Or, there's here's that verse that they're using, but if you read from top to bottom, it actually makes logical sense. It doesn't fit in what is being said here. So having the Quran in English was a big part of it. It was a big deal.
Now, one of the great things about this project is that, of course, not only is it in a language you understand, but it's free.
Yeah, it was free. It didn't cost me any money.
Right, so you don't even have to go through the trouble of trying to go buy it, especially if you didn't have the money, for example.
Right.
So, what then are some words of encouragement you may have for the Muslim community to continue to support projects like these to make sure the Quran is free for the American public?
Well, first of all, I think what I would say to the Muslim community, as far as getting Islam out to other people, the Quran is certainly important, and the reason that it's important is because this is a message for all mankind. And Allah is going to hold us accountable for what we did and did not do. And, I'm thankful that somebody gave it to me. And that was all it really took. The rest of it was just a jump start. Once I had the Quran in my hand, I was halfway to Islam. And I think that would be the words of encouragement, is just be like, this is a part of Islam. Getting the message out to non-Muslims, it's not okay that they're somewhere else.
Well, Brother Stephen, thank you very, very much for being a part of this interview today. May God Almighty increase you in faith and take your soul as a believing Muslim, one who has submitted and surrendered to the will of God. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace, blessings, and mercy of Allah be upon you.
And with you too, my friend.